You pray, you fast, you recite Quran. People look at you and think, that person is righteous. But what if, while you were collecting good deeds on earth, they were disappearing in the heavens? What if one hidden sin could silently destroy years of worship? Not zina, not alcohol, not theft. A sin so hidden, many religious people fall into it without realizing. The Prophet ﷺ feared it for his ummah more than many major sins. And today, social media has made this sin more dangerous than ever before. It's called Riyaa, showing off in worship, doing acts for Allah while secretly wanting people to see you. And on the Day of Judgment, some people will discover their prayers, charity, fasting, and tears meant absolutely nothing.
Riyaa is terrifying because it hides inside good deeds. A hypocrite may openly sin, but a person with Riyaa may look religious. That's why it's called the hidden shirk. The Prophet, peace be upon him, said, "The thing I fear most for you is minor shirk." The companions asked, "What is minor shirk?" He replied, "Showing off." Imagine praying, but part of your heart wants admiration. Imagine giving charity, but hoping someone notices. Imagine reciting Quran beautifully, just to impress listeners. Outwardly, worship. Inwardly, a performance. And Allah does not accept deeds mixed with insincerity. Shaitan knows something terrifying. If he cannot stop believers from worshiping, he will corrupt the reason they worship. Because a destroyed deed is better for Shaitan than a missed deed. Think about it. A person may spend years praying tahajjud, only to love being called pious. Someone may memorize Quran, only to gain followers. Someone may post Islamic reminders, only to chase attention. And slowly, Allah disappears from the center of their worship, while people become the audience they truly seek.
The Prophet ﷺ described one of the most horrifying scenes of Judgment Day. The first people thrown into hell will include religious people. One man learned knowledge and taught others. He recited Quran beautifully. Allah will ask him, "What did you do with the blessings I gave you?" He will answer, "I learned and taught for your sake." But Allah will say, "You lied. You wanted people to call you a scholar, and they did." Then he will be dragged into hell. Imagine hearing that after a lifetime of Islamic work.
Another man gave charity, huge charity. People praised his generosity. But Allah will say, "You only wanted people to call you generous." And they did. That was his reward, the applause of people, instead of the pleasure of Allah. And that applause ends in seconds. But the punishment of insincerity can last forever. Even a man who died in battle can lose everything. Why? Because he wanted fame, not Allah. This is the horror of Riyaa. It doesn't only affect weak Muslims. It can affect scholars, Quran reciters, charity workers, dawah creators, even people who cry in sujood. Nobody is automatically safe. Today, Riyaa has become easier than ever. A good deed once hidden can now be uploaded in seconds. Every prayer, every charity act, every emotional reminder, posted for likes, views, validation. Now listen carefully. Not every public deed is Riyaa.
Sometimes sharing good inspires others. But the danger begins when your heart changes. When you check reactions more than sincerity. When compliments excite you more than Allah's acceptance. When no camera means less motivation. That is where the disease begins. Riyaa feeds on praise, and praise is addictive. One compliment becomes two. Then your worship slowly depends on attention. You pray longer when watched, speak softer when observed, recite better around people, cry more publicly. But alone, the worship weakens. And this is one of the greatest signs of Riyaa. You become more devoted to being seen righteous than being righteous.
Imagine arriving on Judgment Day, thinking you have mountains of rewards. Then, Allah exposes the hidden intentions inside every deed. Not just what you did, but why you did it. The terrifying reality is this: people can never save you on Judgment Day. The same people you wanted praise from cannot protect you from Allah. Their compliments disappear. Their opinions die. And only sincerity remains.
Here are some dangerous signs of Riyaa. Listen honestly. Do you worship harder when people watch? Do compliments increase your motivation? Do you feel upset when nobody notices your efforts? Do you secretly love appearing religious? Do you struggle to worship consistently in private? Do you post good deeds mainly for attention? Does criticism hurt your ego deeply? These are warning signs, and every believer should fear them. Even the righteous feared Riyaa constantly, because sincerity is fragile. The Salaf feared Riyaa more than we fear major sins. Some hid their worship for years. Some cried only in darkness. Some performed secret charity nobody discovered until after death. Why? Because they understood something we forgot. A hidden deed for Allah is more valuable than public worship for people. One sincere sajda unseen by humanity can outweigh years of public admiration.
So how do you fight Riyaa? First, remember who you worship. People cannot grant Jannah. People cannot forgive sins. People cannot save you from the grave. Only Allah matters. When that truth settles in your heart, people's opinions become smaller.
One of the greatest cures for Riyaa is hidden worship. Pray when nobody sees. Give charity secretly. Make dua in darkness. Cry where only Allah hears you. Build a relationship with Allah that nobody knows exists, because secret deeds protect sincerity.
The Prophet ﷺ taught a powerful dua. Allahumma inni a'udhu bika an ushrika bika wa ana a'lam, wa astaghfiruka lima la a'lam. O Allah, I seek refuge in you from associating partners with you knowingly, and I seek your forgiveness for what I do unknowingly. Even sincere believers can fall into hidden Riyaa unknowingly. That's why humility matters. Never assume your intentions are pure forever. Keep checking your heart, again and again.
One day, every hidden intention will be exposed. Not just actions, intentions. The prayer nobody saw, the charity done secretly, the tear hidden from people. Allah saw it all, and He knows which deeds were truly for Him. Imagine standing before Allah and discovering your hidden worship saved you, while your public worship failed you. This is why sincerity is everything. Not the size of the deed, Not the audience, not the applause, but the heart behind it.
If nobody could ever praise you again, would you still worship Allah the same way? Because the hidden sin that cancels good deeds begins the moment people become more important than Allah. And perhaps tonight, the most important battle is not with your actions, but with your intention. If this reminded you of something in your heart, don't ignore it. Share this reminder with someone quietly struggling, and subscribe to Barakah AL-HUDA for more powerful Islamic reminders that awaken the soul.